A massive Saturday tripleheader here in League One kicks off from CHI Memorial Stadium as the Chattanooga Red Wolves, unbeaten in their last 3, host the Richmond Kickers, unbeaten in their last 6. It's a battle for third place, presented to you by Transcard. Joe Malfa here with you on ESPN Plus on a gorgeous day in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Jimmy Obleda and his Red Wolves are just 2 points back of Darren Sawatzky's Kickers, and taking all 3 today would lift Chattanooga past Richmond into third, and they'll rely on a dynamic top line to get them there. Greg Hurst, Ricardo Zacharias, Marky Hernandez, Stephen Beatty. Those 4, 9 goals scored between them of the team's 13. Today, Hurst not available, nursing an injury. Marky Hernandez coming in off the bench. He's a substitute for the second half, as is Stephen Beatty. Both nursing small injuries, can't go the full 90, but plenty of firepower in the Chattanooga offense as they look to get all 3 points and move past Richmond. On the flip side, plenty of firepower up top for the Kickers as well. Emiliano Terzaghi, the Golden Boot race leader, 6 goals this season. Darren Sawatzky said he was going to unleash the Argentinian striker on the world, and he has done that and then some. He has been everything they've hoped for and more, and he just keeps scoring any chance he gets, whether it's from the penalty spot, anywhere on the field. Terzaghi is a threat to strike. A lot on the line today at the Den. 3 points for Richmond would vault them into second. 3 points for Chattanooga would put them past Richmond into third. All races tightening in the second half of the League One season. Red Wolves and Kickers a few moments away here on ESPN+.
Even in a pandemic, ankles get sprained, ears get infected, falls happen. But in times like these, the thought of going to an urgent care can seem scarier than the injury itself. So we want you to know that we've taken extra precautions to keep you safe. This pandemic can stop a lot of things, but it can't stop us from being here for you. CHI Memorial Convenient Care.
Just a few moments from kickoff here at CHI Memorial Stadium. Again, matchup presented by Transcard. Joe Malfa here with you on ESPN+. Chattanooga, a chance today, if Walefi and company can get them there, to get past Richmond and get into third place here in USL League One. Richmond, since Omaha dropped points last night, a chance to get back into second place. They conceded second place last week after a draw against Tucson, followed by a win for Omaha against Orlando City B, but the Kickers poised to get back into second place potentially today. And with that, we take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. We will begin with the Chattanooga Red Wolves. One notable absence from the starting lineup and from the bench. Greg Hurst still not fit to play, but on the bench, they have plenty of firepower if they need it later on, with Marky Hernandez and Stephen Beatty available to supplant Ronaldo Pineda or Ricardo Zacharias on the top line. And a team that has been strong at the back, Ricky Ruiz, a distributor on the left side at left back. Watch him today running up and down that left flank against the Richmond Kickers side that goes with the lineup that has really gotten them through this 6-match unbeaten streak. No real changes. Emiliano Terzaghi, Riley Kraft, the 2 in the middle up top. Those guys have been clicking on all cylinders for Richmond so far. It's a reason why they're in third place. Just a few moments from kickoff. United Soccer League, all 47 championship and League One clubs and its players stand together in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. Please join us for a 15-second moment of silence as we are all united against racism.
Once again, soccer fans, we remind you, due to COVID-19 protocols,
players getting back out there, taking their positions. Richmond in their whites going from left to right. Chattanooga in the home reds from right to left. The man in the neon green in the middle is Len Pexenar in charge of this one.
Thank you.
Had some sprinkles coming in a few moments prior to kickoff, but the weather clear now, and we are set for kickoff in Chattanooga.
And we are ready for kickoff.
Another socially distanced sellout for the Red Wolves as the fans come to CHI Memorial Stadium hoping to see their team vault into third place. Red Wolves 3-2-3 on the season. Richmond 4-1-2. Richmond has not tasted defeat since July 25th, a 6-match unbeaten streak. Chattanooga has taken 7 points out of their last 3. And the 2 losses they had prior to those 3 matches, they felt they should have won as well. Terzaghi sends in a ball. Early attack from the kickers. Ian Antley dispossessed by Connor Doyle. And some space now for the Red Wolves. It's a very potent Red Wolves attack. Touchdown in the open. They're interchangeable parts on the top line between Hernandez, Zacharias, Hurst, and Beatty. Have accounted for 9 of the team's 13 goals. 5 of them, though, for Hurst, who is out today. I want to reiterate that point. They will not have Hurst, and they have Hernandez and Beatty available off the bench. Josue Soto with it now. As that deflected, Doyle tries to put it towards goal, but no trouble there for Akira Fitzgerald, one of the top goalkeepers in League One. Once again in the race for the Golden Glove. Both Jimmy Obleda, Darren Sawatsky spoke very highly of each other and each other's teams this week. Matt Bolduck into the box with an opportunity for the kickers. 2 men with him, but Ricky Ruiz able to get rid of it. Ruiz, the left back for Chattanooga, converted there. Spent his entire career as high school player, academy player, college player as either a left winger or a striker, but Jimmy Obleda, familiar with Ricky Ruiz from his club days. Thought about converting him to a left back. They didn't really have anybody that they liked in that role. They wanted to be a team that uses their outside backs to get forward a lot. So in the preseason, they tried Ricky Ruiz there, and it stuck. Obleda talked about how Ruiz was maybe resistant to that change at first, but he embraced it, and he's proved to be one of the top players in the league at that position. Leads the team in chances created as well, doing it defensively and offensively. And now he's going to have to do it defensively as the Red Wolves are set to defend this free kick. Terzaghi, the 27-year-old, has done nothing but score for this team. Anytime he gets on the ball, anywhere near the box, you have to be mindful of it. Riley Kraft set for the service. He'll be the trigger man on most, if not all, set pieces for Richmond. Sends it in, low line drive. Terzaghi goes down. Pexenar waves him off. Went down a little bit easy. He wasn't happy. He thought he was fouled. And now Richmond will once again build from the back. Both offenses very dangerous. 13 goals on the season for Chattanooga. 11 goals on the season for Richmond. This Richmond team catches you off guard. They'll sit back a little bit, they'll pick their moment to press, and they'll make you pay for it. They usually don't see a lot of the ball possession-wise. They make the most of it when they have it. Work really well off the ball. Great relationships up top. And the team, most importantly right now, is confident. That same sense of invincibility that Union Omaha seems to be feeling right now at 4-0-4. Richmond has discovered that as well. Never feel out of a game. Just look at their last matchup against FC Tucson last Saturday. They were down 2-0. They made it 2-1 right before the halftime interval. And then they scored in the 93rd minute in stoppage time to draw level and earn the point. They still have not lost since July 25th. Red Wolves trying to change that. Ruiz picks his head up, sends it in, dangerous ball. Magalhaes clears, diving header from the center back from the University of Maryland. A bit too heavy on that pass, and you can see just 5 minutes into this one, both teams pushing forward, a couple of opportunities to get into the box and have a chance. Chattanooga among the league leaders in shots on goal with 48. Richmond 27. But the conversion rate for Richmond has been very high. Emiliano Terzaghi, as I mentioned earlier, 6 goals, Golden Boot leader. Doesn't miss the net often when he has a chance. They don't have a lot of possession, Richmond. They don't have too many shots on goal in the season. At 27, like I said, through their matchups so far. But they make the most of any chance they get. It's something that Jimmy Obleda said he wanted his team to be more like Richmond in that aspect, where his team has gotten a lot of chances, but they haven't converted as much. You can just see it in that statistical disparity there. 11 goals for Richmond on 27 shots on goal. 13 goals for Chattanooga on 48 shots on goal. Has felt that if his team was more confident, Jimmy Obleda, and more composed in the box, there'd be more goals scored, there'd be more points in that column of the standings, and his team would be ahead of teams like Richmond and Omaha if they would take care of their business. But they've left themselves in 4th, but their recent form has them in an opportunity to move up. Second time that Terzaghi has gone down easily now, and Pexanar has been onto him, waved him off. Gives away possession. This time Terzaghi stays up, loses the ball. Surging ball in towards Doyle, but Ian Antley deals with it no problem. Sky's the limit for Ian Antley, according to Darren Sawatsky, as Matthew Bolduck will be whistled for a high boot there. Antley has played just 6 professional matches, and the polish and confidence that Sawatsky sees from him is that of a more seasoned veteran. I'm very excited to see how he continues to develop as this season goes along and in the future. Pexanar wants them to redo that. Didn't blow the whistle to restart just quite yet. Ian Antley had a beautiful assist on the game winner for Richmond on the road against New England. Both of these teams recently on the road against New England, late 2-1 victories as far as common opponents. Magalhaes, Zacharias meet that ball at the same time. Flex out wide, and it will be a throw for the Red Wolves. Nine goals conceded by the Red Wolves in 8 matches. 8 goals conceded in 7 matches for the Kickers. Defenses that have been pretty strong. All sent in and away by Kyle Venter. Richmond gave away 3 of those goals in one game, so take away that one game, and it's just 5 goals allowed in 6 matches played, less than 1 per game. A defense that really figured things out after that opener on the road against Greenville. Mwape very dangerous down that left wing. Terzaghi goes to the right wing instead. Bolduc mad at himself, can't handle that one. Had plenty of space with which to work down that side.
Girlfriend's here, Gary.
Zacharias into some space, but the captain, Venter, fronts him. Kyle Venter missed some time early on for the Kickers, but they were very happy to get him back into the lineup. Very experienced pass, 23rd pick by the LA Galaxy in 2014. 23 appearances, all starts for Tucson last year. Cross into the middle, nobody there. Darren Sawatsky, remember last year, was the head coach of Tucson, happy to bring Venter west to east with him. And Miguel Hayes, as his partner at center back, has really come alive late. Sawatsky felt that Miguel Hayes started very slow to the season. Something clicked a couple games in. That pairing between Venter and Miguel Hayes, part of the reason that this team has allowed fewer than 1 goal per game ever since the opener. Long again to Bolduc. Last time he mishandled it, this one is just too far for him. First 12 minutes, Richmond seeing more of the ball than they typically do over the course of the game. Perhaps that will even out as things go on. A team that just averages 43% of the possession through the matches they've played this year. Fitzgerald playing as a sweeper keeper there. Mwape brings it down, gets past Soto. Bolduc will get to this one. Chance to send it across. In there, Terzaghi, there's 7. That man cannot be stopped, and Richmond has the early lead.
Richmond goal number 32.
Jimmy Obleda highlighted the importance of stopping Emiliano Terzaghi for this Chattanooga side. But I don't know that any coach in the league has the remedy right now for Emiliano Terzaghi. Perfect ball in from Bolduc. First time volley. Alex Mangle stood no chance. And Emiliano Terzaghi gives Richmond the lead. Chattanooga has been used to scoring early at home. And now they're forced to come from behind early at home. This is his first season in the U.S. after spending his entire career in Argentina. Played under current San Jose Earthquakes head coach Matias Almeida. Darren Sawatsky found him. Darren Sawatsky is unleashing him. It's the phrase he keeps using whenever talking about Emiliano Terzaghi. Sawatsky gets excited about a lot of the players he talks about on his team. You could tell that he's a coach who really loves his players love him. But I don't know that he perks up talking about anybody as much as he does Terzaghi, and you can very easily see why. Little nudge in the back from Mwape. How does Chattanooga respond? Haven't lost in 3 times out. Richmond hasn't lost in 6 times out. 4 wins, 2 draws in that span for the Kickers. Chattanooga went down early against Fort Lauderdale last Saturday the 5th on the road. They answered with a goal later on in the first half to go into the half tied 1-1. That's how the game did finish. Obleda looking for his team to have that same response here today. Aside from that Fort Lauderdale match, the last time that Chattanooga conceded first, you have to go all the way back to August 15th. They're fast starters, but they have to play from behind. Mawape working on Ricketts. Goes down in a heap. But again, Pexanar waves it off. Between Terzaghi and Mawape, there's been a couple of collisions that Pexanar has just said play on. And you can sense the fans here at CHI Memorial are starting to get on the Richmond players a little bit, feeling some simulation from them. They look to be contact to the face of Mawape, though, on this one. Being tended to now. Looked as if Ricketts had his hand meet the nose of Mawape. The winger from Zambia will go off for a moment. Fortunately, does not appear to be any blood. We will monitor that and see if and when he can get back out there. For now, Richmond playing with 10 as they wait for Mawape. Left side of your screen, you can see he was greeted by Stephen Beatty as he was walking across. Veteran striker for the Red Wolves. Jimmy Obleda might have to call him to action a bit sooner than he intended with this deficit. He's got 1 goal already on the season, Beatty as a sub. The Irish striker led the team with 9 goals last year. Obleda felt confident he could get at least 45 out of Beatty. Wasn't sure if he would give him, though, the first 45 or the second 45. So keep in the back of your mind, if this scoreline holds, you might see Beatty start the second half. As Fitzgerald comes across the end line. A lot of experience at the back for Akira Fitzgerald, the 33-year-old. Continues to be exactly what this team needs him to be. He's a calming presence back there. Can spring into action for any acrobatic highlight reel save at a moment's notice. He's kept this team in games. He's won this team games. Riley Kraft and Emiliano Terzaghi have helped win games from the front as they push forward again. This time, the Red Wolves snuff it out. Heavy touch from Magalhaes, but he's able to recover in time, and he finds Antley in space. Well, look, the assist a few moments ago to Terzaghi. And And now another chance at a free kick to whip in a dangerous ball. It'll be a better angled corner kick, if you will. And Riley Kraft will venture out towards it. Another look at the replay. Ricky Ruiz fooled by a little pullback by Luke Pavone. Commits the foul, now forced to defend. 20th minute here at CHI Memorial. Upper 80s, nice breeze on a gorgeous Tennessee day. Kraft, the service, headed away. Only as far as Bolduc, looking to keep it alive. Back out to Kraft. Bolduc goes down, no call. Kraft serves it in. Fala gets rid of it. Well defended twice by Chattanooga. All the way back now to Akira Fitzgerald. That one too long for Bolduc. Already in the first 20 minutes, you've seen a lot of loose 50-50 balls won by Richmond. Something that Darren Sawatsky said the team really prides itself on. They train for those loose ball situations, reacting to things, and getting a lot of those 50-50 balls, second chance opportunities has really helped this team achieve all they have so far this season. Another challenge on a 50-50 ball won by Miguel Hayes. Looked like a handball there on Ramos, but play on from Pexanar. No intent. No harm, no foul. Ramos scored the absolute lightning bolt against New England on Wednesday night. Made the Sports Center top 10. And he didn't score it from too far from where he is now. Right where Pexanar is standing, that's where Ramos scored from against New England. Now, maybe closer in the box for a goal for the Red Wolves. Pineda, Fitzgerald out of position. If Pineda can do anything, off the post! Akira Fitzgerald gambled and lost, but his best friend, the post, saves him, and Terzaghi tried to catch him angles off his line, but that shot offline. Take another look at this one. Fitzgerald comes flying out. Thought Pineda might try to center it. A curling ball instead had a chance for that backside. And unlucky for Chattanooga. That's some of the bad breaks that Jimmy Obleda has talked about for this team. You had Ricardo Zacharias stationed right there in front of the net. And the ricochet off the post is just too far for Zacharias for an easy tap in. You get the post, you get an unfortunate rebound, and instead of 1-1 in the 23rd, Red Wolves still trail by 1. Leffy touched it wide to Fala. Brazilian on it again now, while Leffy goes to the right side this time. He's embraced a bit of a new role for this Chattanooga side ever since Ami Pineda got hurt in the North Texas match. Chattanooga has not seen him in the lineup since. He's their main creator, at least he was intended to be. But since he's been out, while Leffy has had to take on that role. He's moved forward. Start of the year as more of a defensive central midfielder. But he's moved forward to be that playmaker now, and it's worked. He scored against Fort Lauderdale. He's sprung a few attacks against New England. Obleda very happy to see Walefi embracing that position. And if they're able to get Pineda back at any point, it'll just be a luxury to have multiple guys who can play that type of role. Josue Soto, since Walefi has gone forward more, has assumed more of a defensive role. Captain of this Red Wolves side when Beatty is off the field. Sometimes when Beatty comes onto the field, you'll see the armband switch. A lot of respect for the striker when he does enter the game. Without Hernandez or Hurst, this top line for Chattanooga missing a bit of that spark in transition on the fast break. He is available on the bench with Beatty. And again, if this scoreline holds, maybe don't be surprised to see both of them at halftime. Rather, out of the halftime break to start the second half. Red Wolves settling into a spell of possession. After that shot off the post by Pineda. This game has really taken on a bit of a different identity. Chattanooga looking more confident now. They had that smell of goal. Now they want to find the goal. Pressure towards Fitzgerald. There was space there for Soto and Walefi. They go back to Ruiz. Red Wolves in the middle of a very important, difficult stretch of matches. As I mentioned early on, they're in fourth place right now. And the opportunities are there in front of them to ascend the ladder. That is the League One table. Third place, Richmond today. Second place, Omaha on Tuesday. First place, Greenville next Saturday. It's lined up for them. If they can take as many points as they can out of this three-game set to really leave their mark, try to get into those top two spots. Just out of the reach of Zacharias as he goes down. In this abridged 2020 season in USL League One, only the top two teams will make the championship game on Halloween. Both of these teams surely were watching the Omaha match last night very intently as Mwape commits the foul down near the end line. Omaha last night fell behind 2-0, stormed back to tie it at 2 apiece. As we take another look at this foul, Mwape used his speed, tried to get around Ricketts, but ends up going through him and whistled for the foul. Had Omaha not earned the late draw last night, both of these teams today would have had the opportunity to take second place from the Owls. With the 1 point taken by Omaha, only Richmond can get into second place today. Omaha has 16 points. Richmond came in with 14, Chattanooga with 12. Dietrich into some space, sends across, backside, Doyle can't get there in time, still in play. Corner earned. As I was saying, a draw for Omaha would have kept them, a loss for Omaha, as it was looking for much of that match, would have kept them at 15 points. Tied on goal difference with Chattanooga, so a win for Chattanooga today would have put them in second.
This is where,
But
well, actually,
the Owls had other ideas, remained unbeaten, 4-0-4. And now the best Chattanooga can do today with a win is move into third place. They'll have their opportunity possibly on Tuesday, though, to vault the Owls. Sent in from Walefi. Dangerous ball, punched away by Fitzgerald. Over the head of Mwape, further along, Ruiz sends a second ball in. That one also dealt with.
Well, it was so tight, I could just barely see by him.
Very heavy first touch. Possession goes to the Kickers.
But Gary wasn't so bad. Yes, she does. She likes big. She likes big. They just need more.
Can hear the fans very into it today at the Den. Wonder if $2 beer day has anything to do with that. Headed on by Ruiz. But Doyle couldn't get there. Walefi will bide his time. Work with Soto in the middle. Chattanooga really pressed early on in this game, but ever since the goal from Richmond, a few moments after that, they've started to settle down into more of a possession game. Part of that has to do with Richmond, after getting the goal, being more content to just sit back, defend, and counter. They already have that lead, and they've played with a lead so well this season. Never want to concede first in any game, but especially when you're playing this kicker's side. A chance here for Chattanooga. Takes a deflection, but Fitzgerald is able to pounce on it before they concede the corner. As we're at the half-hour mark, hydration break coming at any moment. Ricketts, nice interception. Creates some space. Player still down on the far side is Mawape. He's been down once already today. Looked like he was holding his face once again. Play continues though. Chattanooga presses forward. McGallhays clears. Second ball won by Richmond. And now Pexanar will blow the whistle. 10 to the injured player. And they'll use this stoppage to also send the teams to the benches for that first half hydration break.
Hydration break or something.
It is Mawape down, as I mentioned. And again, it looks like the trainer tending to his face. A couple of times now that Ricketts has gotten a hand up in the face of Mawape. Use this stoppage to take a look back at the goal right now. The difference, 1-0 Richmond. Beautiful connection between Bolduc and Terzaghi. Puts this one right in the area where Terzaghi and Terzaghi only can get to it. And the first time volley past Mangles. Gets them off and running. Darren Sawatsky always in all black. Very energetic. Jimmy Obleda, Darren Sawatsky, probably the two most energetic coaches in League One. The two of them could probably power a nuclear plant together. And the energy different in both huddles right now. Positive energy from Sawatsky. His team's got the lead. On the flip side, Obleda looking to will his team back into it. Plenty of time still to go. Two guys in Obleda's back pocket for the second half, and Hernandez and Beatty. That can change the entire complexion of this game. But Emiliano Terzaghi changed the complexion of the first half with his early goal. 13th minute, as you saw, from Matthew Bolduc. With the own goal in the Omaha game last night. Own goal, if you want to be technical, took the Golden Boot lead. It was the 7th own goal in League One this season. Someone's got to sign own goal to a contract, but Emiliano Terzaghi gets his 7th of the season. And now he's 2 clear of Greg Hurst and Ricky Lopez Espin. 3 clear of Shaq Adams for Tucson. As we're in the second half of the League One season. The Argentine looking to run away with the Golden Boot. Aaron Sawatsky and co. hoping that he might have another tally in him today. Mawape stepped onto the field, but he was directed back off of the field. Can't just pop back onto it after the hydration break. Does still have to be waved on ceremoniously by Islan Pexanar, who's got the Select ball in hand right now. And since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of USL League One and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. As that Select ball is volleyed over the goal, you can check their latest products and special offers at www.selectsportamerica.com. see the shadows of the flags flapping in the wind behind Fitzgerald. You can hear the wind. It's a breezy one today in Chattanooga. Clouds have been rolling through. As I mentioned, we had a brief sun shower before kickoff. Pitch was slick early on, but nothing too malicious weather-wise in the area. All the way back to Mangles. All League One second team last year with a league best 85 saves. Part of that was because last year's defense for Chattanooga was a real struggle for them on the backside. It was something that Jimmy Obleda wanted to correct. And they've done a better job of it this year. In the 8 games they've played prior to this one, they've allowed just 27 shots on goal. A bit over 3 shots faced per game for Mangles. He'll take that over what he had to face last year. Mangles has just had to face the 1 shot on target so far today, but it was that goal from Terzaghi. 4 shots, 1 on target, 1 off the post for Chattanooga. Remember, a shot off any of the 3 pieces of aluminum does not count as a shot on target. So as we go through stats as the game goes along, that won't show up, but that was the best chance of the day so far for the Red Wolves as Obleda looks on. Zacharias maybe gets away with a little shove in the back, wins possession for the Red Wolves, attacks the back line of Richmond. Can he save it before it goes out? He can't. It'll be a goal kick. Good effort by Zacharias. Scored the goal last time that Chattanooga was home. Take another look at this one. Good battle in the middle. Just too fast for Falk, but a touch too heavy for his own good as he looked to get past Venter. That one last off Richmond. Ruiz gets it restarted. Chattanooga has some quick turnarounds with some midweeks ahead on their schedule. Richmond, they don't have to deal with any midweeks for quite some time now. Their only remaining midweek, barring any cancellations due to weather or anything else, their next midweek is not until October 21st. And having the ability to go with normal weeks of training as Moape just continues to take a beating, goes down again. With the ability to have normal weeks of training, Darren Sawatsky has seen the continuous improvement from his team. Another look at this one as Soto goes into the back. Rather, it was Terzaghi on the far side. That's one thing that has been across the board talked about by each coach. The weeks with a midweek, they understand why. Shortened season, you got to get the games in, but the weeks where they don't have a midweek seem to be a luxury. They have their recovery day, they have their training days, they have things to work on. It's not just a matter of rest, recover, no time to practice, next game, like when you have a midweek. And Richmond, they're in a good position in third. If this result holds, they go to second, and they have the luxury of no midweeks until the end of October. And now looking to add to their lead. Matthew Bolduc, edge of the box, working on Ruiz. His shot blocked by Ruiz. Still fighting for it down in the corner. Goal kick awarded in the 40th minute. Take another look at this one. Ruiz has really worked on that defensive game. Again, resistant to that position change early on, according to Jimmy Obleda. Embraced it very quickly, though, after that initial disdain for the switch. And Obleda has really talked about how well Ruiz has developed as a defender. Obviously, his first instinct still has been to go forward and attack from the back and help this team score goals. But he's done better one-on-one of late. It showed in the box there as Ramos got in the face of Pavone on the far side. Texan are going to bring them together for a conversation. At least it appeared to be that way. I thought he was waving over Ramos as well, but just a little talking to for Pavone. To finish off that bit on the Richmond schedule upcoming. No midweeks till the end of October. Home against Orlando City B next weekend. And then the big one, September 26th, Saturday on the road, 8 p.m. at Warner Park against Omaha. Pending the results these next 2 weeks, that could be a massive game in terms of the implications for second place and a berth in the League One final. Down the wing, off the backside of Ricketts on the sliding challenge from Thompson. Moape down again. Foul total starting to really rise now for Chattanooga. You wonder if Pexanar goes to the pocket to try to settle things down. He's got the yellow card in hand and he does go to the pocket. Game has been getting chippy. You've seen guys starting to get in each other's faces. Texan are starting to try to rein it in.
Number 16, Ronaldo Pineda.
Ronaldo Pineda gets the yellow.
White and McGarvey eye care. We fix foul vision.
First and so far only player, as I mentioned, so far with a yellow today. He didn't like Pexanar's opinion on it, so he goes to the fourth official. Fouls conceded by Chattanooga, 4 for Richmond. And it seems like every time that Chattanooga has committed a foul, it's been Moape on the receiving end of it. He's taken quite the beating. He's had to leave the field a couple of times. Ruiz draws the foul there, quickly gets it into play, and they switch back over to the right side. Long run for Ramos. Has to slide, can't save it. Moape running to it, wants to catch them in transition. But his throw not strong enough. Being told 4 minutes of stoppage time. Once we reach the 45 mark, still 60 seconds until we get there. So figure 5 minutes remaining until we get the halftime whistle from Pexanar. Ruiz in space. Left-footed player gets it into the box. Walefi tries his cross, takes a deflection. It'll be a corner. Chattanooga with a chance for a late first half equalizer. Walefi earned it. He'll go out to take it. 26-year-old Brazilian. League One all-second team last season. 28 starts. Embracing his new attacking midfielder role. Looking to supply an assist off the corner. Whips it in, but only finds the mitts of Akira Fitzgerald.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth official has indicated 4 minutes of stoppage time.
Another heavy collision. Another player down. Only 5 recorded fouls against Chattanooga, 4 against Richmond, but there have been a lot of other heavy collisions that have gone uncalled. Blow to the back of the head there of Pavone. Couldn't quite tell if it was the elbow of Ruiz or the forehead of Ruiz that caught the back of Pavone's head. He gave the thumbs up from the ground, sprung up, and now we'll just have to wait until he's waved back on. In the second half, you'll see the referee maybe add another minute for an instance like that. That happens during stoppage time. Don't know that Pexanar will do that in the first half. The very subjective stoppage time. Zacharias, corner of the box, fronted by 4 white jerseys. Cross sent in, middle of the box, punched away by Fitzgerald. Ball still loose. Walefi gets to it. Pineda trying to win it. Pavone gets it for the Kickers. Terzaghi taken down. Tries to play it from the ground. Advantage played by Pexanar. Chip shot, but high and wide. Over onto the berm from Zacharias. Another look at this one. Chance started with Fitzgerald selling out to punch away that cross. Terzaghi slow to get up. Unhappy about something. A lot of physical play against Terzaghi, against Bawape so far. Now a foul call against Chattanooga. Curious to see how Pexanar referees this second half. A lot of heavy contact, not many fouls called, only 1 card in this first half from both teams, the heavy contact. As this half has worn on, you get a growing sense of frustration from both sides with certain things that have gone without a whistle. Wisely flicked on with the head of Venter. Fitzgerald will wait, pick it up, take his time, and just a few seconds away from going into the half with a 1-0 lead for the Kickers. On the road against Chattanooga. A win for the Kickers puts them into second place after they conceded second place to Omaha last week. More heavy contact there, down in a heap, Zacharias. Play will stop again. Zacharias hit the ground really hard. Was holding the middle of his chest. You just hope it's the wind knocked out of him. Nothing that has to do with the head. Down very hard on his back. Now 2 lengthy stoppages during stoppage time. Unsure when that final whistle for the first half will come. Zacharias walks off. 24-year-old from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Club America U23 product down in Mexico. Spent 3 seasons with them. 14 games played in the Mexican third tier. And no extra time added to stoppage time by Eastland Pexinar. Blows the halftime whistle. And that's how we end the first half. 1 for Richmond, none for Chattanooga. The goal scored in the 13th minute by Emiliano Terzaghi on the assist from Matt Bolduc. A lot of work to be done for Chattanooga, but they have some firepower on the bench. We'll see how the second half plays out. Take a quick break here and back to the halftime show in a few moments.
Cheering on the Red Wolves is hard, passionate work, ladies and gentlemen.
Sunny 92.3, music that makes you feel good.
I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet.
James and Kim in the morning.
I don't wanna know who's taking you
And the best variety of
Turn the radio on.
today's Sunny 92.3.
Tucson. And that game had a lot of twists and turns in store and a couple of penalty kicks as well. It started with this penalty kick for Tucson and got the scoring opened up that evening. And then Carlos Marancio. You don't see many goalkeeper assists. We only saw 1 in League One last year, and he had that as well. Finds Shaq Adams for the goal. 2-0 lead for Tucson, but Richmond would not go away quietly. I mentioned there were a couple penalties. Here's another. Emiliano Terzaghi converts it, cuts the lead in half. And then late in this one, stoppage time, second half. Wild sequence at the back. You get the volley from the top of the box, and then off the goal line, a leaping header by Esteban Calvo to preserve the lead momentarily. They celebrated a bit too hard because on the ensuing corner kick, Riley Kraft, forehead of Victor Falk, back of the net, and it's a tie game, 2-2 it finishes. Darren Sawatsky fired up to have his team remain in second place momentarily, but that remaining in second place didn't last long because the following night, Union Omaha, they host Orlando City B, and they end up coming away with the full 3 points and leaping over Richmond. They had a few chances early on. OCB played one of their best games of the season. Moises Tablante nearly broke the deadlock early in the first half, but late in the first half, Devin Boyce gets by 2 defenders and then floats a perfect ball to the back post where Evan Conway heads it home past Mason Stajuhar. That would be the only goal of the game, the only goal Omaha needed to take all 3 points and take second place in USL League One. Now one more chance late in the game for Wilfredo Rivera for OCB, but Rashid Nuhu was there to preserve that. and Omaha would go on to take all 3 points, as I mentioned. They would play again on Friday night. More on that in a moment, but first a look at Chattanooga against New England on Wednesday night. Jason Ramos, are you kidding me? That made SportsCenter top 10 this week as well, and it started the scoring at Gillette Stadium. Now, late in the first half, they would concede that lead. They go into the break tied at 1 because Orlando Sinclair got his first goal of the season. He just recently had a kid. He's a new dad. He's on the score sheet. Everything going well for him right now as this New England team tied things up right before the half. But they really can't seem to catch a break at home. Late in the second half, own goal by Souza. Unlucky there. The header back across the face of goal, off his thigh, and then into the goal. All 3 points go to Chattanooga, and Jimmy Obleda fired up as always. It has them in 4th place, a chance to vault into 3rd. And as I mentioned, Omaha would play on Friday night. They started off very slow against Tormenta. Early goal on the giveaway here, 11th minute, Luca Meyer finishes. And then the disaster in the first half would continue. Jad Arslan on the break takes this one to goal. And watch here. You get a deflection on the shot, off the post, and then whipping around is Rashid Nuhu. Oh no, into the own goal. A 2-0 deficit. The first 2-goal deficit that Omaha has faced all year, but Elma Enfor brings one back. Crazy melee in front. He puts it home, and then watch this. Verity Souza. Bang! Back post, 2-2. And then he ends up doing a couple of acrobatic backflips to celebrate. 2-2 draw. Omaha remains undefeated at 4-0-4. And that was your action from the past week here in USL League One. Another look around the league in a few moments after this short break.
The United Soccer League and its 47th championship in League One clubs stand united in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can create change. Together, we are united against racism.
Four on the penalty against Chattanooga, tied things up at 1. And Luca Meyer, a couple minutes later, gave them the lead. Arslan's shot from distance. Uh-oh, do we have a repeat? Giveaway. Rivera in the box, on his left foot. Nuhu saves them.
Volley fires. Oh, what a goal! Welcome to Madison, sir. Junior, right side. Deflected, still alive, headed, and what a brilliant save! Joe Rice coming to the rescue.
Towards the byline, trying to pick out the cross, sends it piecing through towards Doyle, and it comes from Walefi, whose first time strike has drawn this game level. Put in by Bender. That is punched and then knocked away. Aviles with the glove save.
Some news and notes from around USL League One, starting with the August Player of the Month, Ethan Vanacore-Decker, 2 goals, 4 assists, and drew a penalty, contributing to 7 of Omaha's 9 goals so far, and that's why they are unbeaten through 8, a League One record to start the season, 4-0-4. And this week's Player of the Week, Alex Morel, a goal and an assist last Friday night against Tormenta. So we look at that Team of the Week, as I mentioned, Player of the Week, Alex Morel. He scored his goal. It was assisted by Lachlan McLean, and he assisted on Lachlan McLean's goal. That's why Lachlan McLean joins him on the Team of the Week. And right between the two, Emiliano Terzaghi. He scored a penalty kick last week against FC Tucson, and that goal gave him the outright lead in the Golden Boot race with 6. Behind him, Greg Hurst, Ricky Lopez-Espin, they have 5 each. And Shaq Adams, he's late to the party, but he has scored a goal in each of Tucson's last 4 games. So if that is any indication of things to come, look for him to maybe continue to make this push on the heels of Emiliano Terzaghi. And now we take a look at the goal stoppers after the goal scorers. A look at the Golden Glove race. And now after allowing 2 last night, Rashid Nuhu falls back of the pack a little bit. Dallas J, Akira Fitzgerald, the usual faces you see on a graphic like this. But Philip Marchetta, the newcomer to USL League One, acquitting himself well so far up in Madison. And with that, we take a look at the standings. After last night's performance, Omaha remains in second place. Richmond and Chattanooga on their heels, set to finish things off in the second half. But Greenville still leads the way, 9 games played, 19 points. Omaha, though, the most points per game. So if you're going based on averages, they are your first-place team right now in their inaugural USL League One season. And we take a look at the recent scoreboard. You see that draw last night for Omaha, the win this past Sunday. It's why they're in second. Chattanooga unbeaten in their last 3, the win against New England, the draw against Fort Lauderdale. And Richmond unbeaten in their last 6. Last Saturday, that late draw against FC Tucson. We take a look now at the upcoming schedule. The action doesn't stop in USL League One. This is a triple header today. You're watching the first game. You've got 2 more. You can catch them both at 8 and 10:30. And then Sunday, the crown jewel of this week, Greenville and Forward Madison playing each other. That should be a dandy. And we'll be back with highlights and stats from Richmond Chattanooga in a moment. Just about set to begin the second half of action here in Chattanooga. Joe Malfa still here with you on ESPN+. A 1-0 lead for the Kickers. Let's take a look at the first half highlights. See how we got to where we are right now. Opportunities early on going to the box for Chattanooga, but a really nice sliding clearance by Yvonne Magalhaes. Center back gets his left foot to it. And then the goal, 13th minute, Matt Bolduck down the right wing. Perfect ball in, perfect volley, perfect sequence for the goal. Richmond takes the 1-0 lead, and they're a team that plays so well from in front. It's going to be tough sledding the rest of the way for Chattanooga, but the rest of the first half wasn't without opportunity. Pineda, curler, backside after Fitzgerald overcommitted and was out of position off the post, and to make matters even more unlucky, look at it. Right there, Zacharias was sitting right there, and the rebound ricochets too far away from him. A chance to equalize, gone by the wayside. Ricky Ruiz, some nice defensive play on the left side on Bolduck as the Kickers were looking to double the lead. Ruiz comes sliding in to stop that opportunity. Bolduck had an assist, was looking for the goal. Now later on in the half, a corner late. Walefi, though, puts it right to Akira Fitzgerald. Last chance of the half. Pineda was waiting for it on the backside, but a diving punch by Fitzgerald right in front of Pineda. You see him there at the backside of the 6, ready to tap that one in. And then one more shot right before the half. Pineda way high and wide. No threat for Fitzgerald. Preserving the 1-0 lead at the half. A lot of shots both ways in the first half of this matchup. Possession slightly in favor of Richmond, as these teams are set to begin the second half of action. And we're just about set to begin.
We're ready for the second 45. Richmond 1, Chattanooga 0.
One substitution of note at the break. Mentioned it might be Beatty or Hernandez for Chattanooga, but instead it's the new addition, Patrick Okonkwo, number 46. He comes in for Ricardo Zacharias, and we're off and running here in the second half. Patrick Okonkwo, new signee, started his career with Atlanta United.
46 came in.
Substitution for the Red Wolves, entering number 46. Patrick
Joe Malfa here with you on ESPN Plus.
Exiting for the Red Wolves, number 19, Ricardo
Okonkwo wins the ball. Not on the same page as Dietrich. 22-year-old from Lagos, Nigeria. While in the Atlanta United organization, was loaned out to Charleston Battery and Atlanta 2 in USL Championship. 39 appearances in USL Championship to his name, 7 goals in his account. Signed by Atlanta United as a homegrown player. Can't keep this one in, out for a goal kick. Okonkwo was waived at the end of the 2019 season by Atlanta. Chattanooga very happy to get him into the fold, especially right now with Greg Hurst out with an injury, Marky Hernandez and Stephen Beatty not 100% where they can go a full 90. Another spark up top. And as this team comes down the stretch, Jimmy Obleda's very excited to see what the potential is. Beatty's getting into better form after missing the first month. Hernandez, it's just a little nagging thing that shouldn't be dealt with too much longer. Hurst will be back soon. And now Okonkwo in the fold. Very dangerous going forward, adding them to guys like Pineda. Okonkwo with it now, while Leffy, an opportunity. Left side of the box, has players in the middle, sends it across, but doesn't get it on line. It's out for a goal kick. That's why Obleda talks so importantly and urgently about these next 3 games for Chattanooga. If you take another look at this, Walefi, opportunity on the cross. Gone by the wayside as Kraft defended. They could come away with some serious results in these next 3 against Richmond, Omaha, and Greenville, the 3 teams in front of them. Down the stretch, the schedule a little more favorable. And having all those top guys, Hurst, Beatty, Hernandez, Okonkwo, 100%, raring to go. They're a team that can be very dangerous. That top line already dangerous, even not at 100%. 9 of the team's 13 goals scored by those 4 guys, Hurst, Hernandez, Beatty, and Zacharias. Interception by Ruiz. Looking to spring the attack down the wing. Doyle trips over Ian Antley as that one is knocked out for a throw. Leffy commits the foul. Terzaghi with some space to work. Plays in. Pavone sends it to the middle. A couple of white jerseys there, but headed away by Ruiz. Still alive for Terzaghi. Volley. Takes a deflection. Pavone let it go initially because he was offside. And Terzaghi just plays it out. Injured player down top of the box. Looks like Walefi is gesturing for the trainers to stay off for a moment. Trainers stay off so Soto can just gather himself and remain on without having to come off for a moment. But he's up and ready to go. Ramos gets us back into play by giving it back to Richmond after they played it out. Offside flag goes up on that far side. Don't miss a minute of action in 2020. Sign up today and get alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Chattanooga Red Wolves and then click the follow button. Keep up with the latest news and scores, plus get reminders on their next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. Nice interchange, but that last touch from Pineda just behind Dietrich as they worked on the right side with Ricketts. McGall-Hayes to Venter, and now Venter forward. Kraft thought that was for Thompson. Neither of them get it. Ricketts says thank you very much, and now he goes through Pineda down the right wing. Back to Ricketts. Like Ruiz on the left side, Ricketts likes to get forward on the right side. Didn't really do so much in the first half. Into Dietrich. Out to Ricketts. Ball sent in. Front post, diving header clear by Venter. Ricketts keeps it alive. In the box. Dietrich. Chips end line to Pineda. Good idea. Not the right way on the pass. But some life early in the second half from Chattanooga. Whistle here from Pextenar. Brief break in the action.
Substitution for the Chattanooga Red Wolves, ladies and gentlemen. Entering number 20, Marky Hernandez. Leading the match for Chattanooga, number 7, Walefi Rodriguez.
You can hear the PA announcer give you that substitution. Marky Hernandez comes in. Walefi gives way. Another attacking-minded substitution for Chattanooga. Walefi has been in that attacking midfield role, but not as much of a spark going forward as Marky Hernandez, the player of the week in Week 7 in USL League One. See the heavy wrap on his left wrist and thumb. Already on the ball. Looking to provide that spark immediately as a sub. Into the box for Dietrich. In space. Marky Hernandez, the assist. Tanner Dietrich, the goal. Wasting no time to make an impact on this game, Marky Hernandez. We're tied up at 1. First goal as a Red Wolf for Tanner Dietrich. Brand new ball game at CHI How is that for an entrance? Just came on, gets the ball, gets the assist. A head coach like Jimmy Obleda loves a moment like that because he comes out looking like a genius. I mentioned it in the first half. Wait and see when Hernandez and Beatty come on. Beatty hasn't come on yet. Hernandez did. He left his mark. The assist on the Tanner Dietrich goal. 53rd minute. Now, how does Richmond respond? Collision on the far side. Chattanooga came out very lively to start the second half. Hernandez then was the exact string that needed to be pulled. Jimmy Obleda pulled it. Calling on his team to focus now. The first 5 minutes after a goal is scored or conceded for a team always the most dangerous, most susceptible to conceding or scoring another. As you lose focus, as he was trying to will his team on it there, as you saw, to focus. You get caught up in the celebration and the emotion of it. You're left vulnerable at the back. Richmond looking to exploit them at the back. That pass scuffed, but it still worked in the end. Got out to Moape. And the offside flag pops up again on the far side. Okonkwo, tight quarters on the far side, whistle, draws the foul. Tactical foul from behind, easy decision for Pexanar to go to the book. And now more extracurriculars. Riley Kraft, Josue Soto getting into it. Kraft is hot about something. Still going at it, trying to be restrained by Pavone.
Ladies and gentlemen, the yellow card has been presented to Richmond's number 14, Luke Pavone.
Pavone gets the yellow for that tactical foul.
Brought to you by Kapperman, White, and
First
McGarvey
yellow of the
Eye
match
Care.
for Richmond. Only other player on the field with a yellow is Ro Pineda for Chattanooga. Darren Sawatsky has been effusive in his praise of Riley Kraft.
Presented to Chattanooga's number 8, Josue Soto.
Josue Soto also goes in the book there
by Kapperman, White, and
for his
McGarvey
role
Eye
in that
Care. We fix
little
foul
scuffle
vision.
with Kraft. As I was starting to say, Sawatsky effusive of his praise, in his praise of Kraft. And part of the reason is he thinks he's really maturing. Now, you don't necessarily encourage, obviously, a scuffle like that, but he said that Kraft has been too nice in the past, and he's wanted him to play with more of an edge, and he's started to play with that edge, play with that confidence. It's yielded assists, it's yielded goals, a lot of positive play up top. And you see some of that edge coming out in that situation with Soto. But now, on the backside, Richmond looking to avoid another concession of a goal to Chattanooga. And they deal with this one out for a throw. And actually, it'll be a throw for Richmond, last off of Hernandez. as we near the hour mark. Shove in the back from Fala. Dietrich officially in the 54th minute. Misspoke a moment ago, said the 53rd. That equalized after the Terzaghi goal in the 13th minute, way back in the first half. Gave Richmond that early lead, and you can see on the far side, Obleda waving his players up the pitch. Wants them to press, wants them to keep the pedal to the metal right now. Red Wolves maybe smell blood in the water. I want to get that second one. Don't forget, Obleda still has Stephen Beattie in his back pocket as they push to go ahead of Richmond. Nice little interception by Mwape in space. Heavy touch though, too strong for Terzaghi. Dietrich wins that battle with Mwape. Kraft the block. And Terzaghi's volley attempt on the switch, too strong. So a bit of sloppy play from both sides in the middle. Darren Sawatsky. Some instructions to Pavone on that far sideline. Clearance effort. Pineda takes it, turned by Okonkwo, he goes down. Texanar awards a free kick in a very dangerous spot to Chattanooga. Okonkwo in his debut, making his presence felt, draws the foul. Opportunity for Chattanooga to go ahead. So we take another look at this one. Really good job by Okonkwo to shield off there. He went down a little bit easy, but Venter did grab a fistful of the shoulder and jersey. Will it be Soto or Pineda? The two conspiring over this. Perfect spot for a shot from either. It's Soto, and it's high. Chattanooga seemed to be arguing that it took a slight deflection off the wall. Marky Hernandez making the deflection gesture and pointing to his head. Didn't seem like it changed direction. Soto didn't make any complaints about it. So it'll be a goal kick.
Ladies and gentlemen, substitutions for Richmond. Entering for Richmond, number 17, Jonathan Bolanos. Leaving the match for Richmond, number 10, Mutaya Mwape.
Jonathan Bolanos into this one for Mutaya Mwape.
Greg Bale. Leaving the match for Richmond, number 14, Luke Pavone.
Luke Pavone will also subside, and a double switch here for Richmond. Greg Bame takes his spot. As now it's Darren Sawatsky's turn to pull a few strings and try to change the complexion of this game. Kraft in the corner. Sawatsky hoping to do the same thing that Obleda did. Hernandez came in, assist about 30 seconds later. Falk hasn't really gotten involved too much. Bolaños sends it in. Terzaghi falls down again easily in the box. No call from Texanar. Ruiz pulled down from behind. And it's Bame making his first impact on the game. down towards Pineda. But he can't do anything with it. Concedes the throw. Look for Chattanooga to press, though, and keep Richmond deep in their own defensive third. Soto makes that pressure, gets the turnover. Doyle in space, left side Ruiz. Has his space, picks up his head, finding a target. Target acquired. Target nearly hit, takes a deflection, out for a corner. Another look at this replay. Ruiz slaloms back and forth on his more favorable left foot. Who knows where that would have ended up if it didn't take the deflection. The most lively Red Wolves crowd we've had to date. They sense the importance of this game as their team is looking to climb up the standings. They sense the tide has turned in this game. Equalizer in the 54th. Now looking to go ahead on the corner opportunity. Pineda sends it in. Backside. Ramos can't get to it. Hernandez looking to see it out for another corner. And it was just out. So it'll be a corner now from this side of the field. Delivery from Hernandez. Backside, rising up was Fala, and he goes down hard. He wanted a foul call, thought he was undercut by McGullhays. Back pass, but Thompson recovers before Pineda can get there. The wind seemed to take that one a bit. Both Bame and Soto did not get a good read on it. It is a very breezy day. You've seen the flags flapping at full stretch. You can hear the wind, and you can hear the crowd getting into it now as Ricketts surges forward. Takes a deflection. Pineda trying to save it. Didn't really need to. Could have been a corner, but he saves it instead. Keeps the play alive. Don't know that it had enough on it where it would have gone out for a corner, though, so wise to save it. The cross put in. Hernandez, a bit too short for that one at the near post. Long throw from Fitzgerald. Hits Thompson in stride. Now further forward, left side, Bolaños trying to run onto it, but Ramos gets there first. Hernandez taken down. Antley not happy. Fans, follow Chattanooga Red Wolves and the rest of USL League One all season long on ESPN Plus. Home to the USL. Calls for a moment. Quick attack. Hernandez. They take the quick free kick. Didn't wait for the whistle from Pexanar. Hernandez has it knocked away. Follow Chattanooga and the rest of USL League One all season long on ESPN Plus, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the nearly 8 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN Plus and watch League One live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. That one last off of Ruiz. More shoving going on down there. This game is getting very heated. real historical rivalry developed yet between these two teams. In the early stages of League One, we have seen rivalries crop up across the league. Not quite in this one yet, but maybe this one starts a bit of a bitter rivalry between these teams. Huge matchup for standings purposes. Very chippy back and forth. A lot of physical play. It's a game like this that these players and coaches will remember the next time they meet. That's how a rivalry does get naturally created. That's how things started as a rivalry between Greenville and Tormenta last year. Some early chippy games in the season. Greenville eliminated Tormenta from the U.S. Open Cup, and that one took off. It's little things to look out for as you see a game that's this intense. Will there be any spillover the next time they meet? Hernandez earns another corner kick. It's been all Chattanooga here in the second half. Possession is now 60-40 in favor of the Red Wolves. They've got 3 shots to Richmond's 1 here in the second half. Cowbells ringing, vuvuzelas blown. Pineda sends it in. It's low, and it's dealt with. Much space down there. Okonkwo tries to come through. But in the 71st, it's all the way back to Fitzgerald. Miss hit by Fitzgerald. Whistle from Pixanar to stop it momentarily. Second ball was on the field over by Obleda. Into Dietrich, the goal scorer. He goes wide. Ricketts pressing forward. Chance to get it across. Sends it in, but right at Fitzgerald. Another long throw from Fitzgerald. Gets Antley into some space. Inside to Falk. And now all the way back to Magalhaes. Hernandez uses his speed, comes through that. Fortunate deflection off his chest as well. Doesn't have any help with him. So wait for a moment. Dietrich takes it away. I don't think Hernandez was expecting Dietrich to just take it. And possession lost. Nearing the second half hydration break. One final chance for Obleda and Sawatsky to gather the troops. Talk about the last quarter hour and what a final quarter hour it could be. The intensity we've seen between these two teams. Tied up at 1 as the flag goes up on the far side. Luciano Terzagi's name hasn't been called in a while. Sometimes that's when he's most dangerous. Just when you think he's maybe out of a game, fine. Just a couple of yards and that's all he needs. But the service has not been there for him either. Two more Richmond players set to check in next chance they get. Heavy tackle. Okonkwo shown the yellow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the officials presented the yellow card to Chattanooga's number 46.
Another look at this one.
Okonkwo. The official yellow card.
Foul comes in, swipes at that lead foot.
Lead fix, foul vision.
Falk feeling that one. 2 subs made so far by both teams. And Pexanar is sending us into the hydration break. So those substitutions from Richmond now likely to take place during the break. Aaron Zawadzki's side has really kind of fallen back a little bit here in the second half. Jimmy Obleda's side has picked up the intensity, gotten the goal, and everything's been going Chattanooga's way. How does Richmond claw back into it, steal some momentum back, get some more chances? The chances they were getting in the first half, but haven't seen here in the second half. Take a look at that goal scored by Chattanooga. That was the equalizer in the 54th minute. Hernandez, mere seconds after coming on as a sub. Inside to Dietrich, nice touch past Magal Hayes. And a clinical left-footed finish on the half volley as that ball popped up on him. Beats Akira Fitzgerald, tackled by Hernandez. With that wrap on his left wrist and thumb. I don't know if Obleda's happy to see Hernandez making that kind of tackle, but you can celebrate a goal like that when it equalizes. Maybe one more celebration for either side as they push for a winner. As it stands, look at the live standings in USL League One. Union Omaha would remain in second place with 16 points. Richmond in third with 15. Chattanooga in fourth with 13. Everybody chasing Greenville in first, 19 points in 9 games. If either of these teams can steal those extra 2 points, for Chattanooga, it would mean they vault Richmond into third. For Richmond, it would mean they take back second place, which they gave away last week.
David Diosa, leading number 7, Matt Bolden. Also entering for Richmond, number 9, Stanley Alves. Leading the match for Richmond, number 98, Riley Kraft.
Riley Kraft, Matthew Bolduck taken off in the hydration break. David Diosa, Stanley Alves check in for Richmond. Two offensive-minded substitutions by Zawadzki, getting fresh legs to push forward. Alves has appeared in 2 matches this season as this cross is sent in and caught by Mangles. 2 appearances, 64 minutes for Alves. Diosa making his 2020 debut for the Kickers. Will we see Stephen Beatty as well for Chattanooga, as Obleda might push for that goal in the last 10. They might get it before that. Ricketts in space down the right side, sends it in front. Okonkwo couldn't get there in time, and Fitzgerald secures it. Another look at the opportunity. Ricketts really pushing forward a lot more in the second half. Okonkwo just a step too slow. And now cleared out for a throw on the far side by Chattanooga. Quickly taken. A bad touch from Thompson. Just yields another throw. Fortunate to have that sent out by the Red Wolves, and McGallhays will reset, play around the back. Interception by Hernandez. Okonkwo. Venter on his back and didn't give him anywhere to move. The two battle again. Okonkwo comes through with it. Ricky Ruiz takes his space in the middle. Flick on from Pineda, but not on the same page as Okonkwo, who never made the run. Ruiz tracking back now down that right side. Alves trying to catch him out of position after he made that run up. Alves and Diosa over there on that side, just subbed in. Stephen Beatty will make his appearance next opportunity. He'll be entering for Tanner Dietrich. And it's Dietrich's goal right now that is holding up as the equalizer. Last time Beatty appeared at home, he scored his first goal of the 2020 campaign. Missed the first month, led the team with 9 goals last season. And standing with the 4th official on the far side, itching to get into this one. But not before a foul on the far side that will give Richmond an opportunity on a set piece. Very deadly team on set pieces. They'll take their time to set this one up. So we'll remind you that if you're on the road and can't watch the match, turn on SiriusXM FC, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Miola, and Rodney Marsh. Fans of the USL can now listen to the best matches of the week, along with action from the MLS, Premier League, and UEFA Champions League. SiriusXM FC, channel 157 on your SiriusXM radio and the SiriusXM app. Floated in, center of the box. Taken down, McGallhays. Center back in unfamiliar territory going forward. Venter whips it across. Headed away. Nobody will get to it. It's out for a throw. And now Pexanar will wave on the sub. Stephen Beatty to what will be a big ovation from the crowd, as it always is when he takes the field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Substitution for your Chattanooga Red Wolves. Entering the match, number 10, Stephen Beatty. Leaving the match for Chattanooga, number 21, Tanner Dietrich.
Beatty, a fan favorite. Dietrich, if he keeps scoring goals like he did today that are important to his team, he will quickly become a fan favorite as well. On loan from Nashville in the MLS. Pineda's first touch fails him. Richmond started to kind of get their attacking legs under them again. Bolaños tries to switch. Acrobatic attempt at a stop of that ball by Ruiz. Not there. Far side, Alves sends it in backside. Excuse me, that was Diosa looking for Alves at the back post. But he never found him. Nice switch of the field by Bolaños to spring that into the 85th now. Stephen Beatty's first involvement is committing the foul. Okonkwo tosses it over the head of Venter. I'm sure that was purely accidental. A lot of gamesmanship between these two sides as the game has gotten chippy. Seen guys poke the ball away on free kicks, throw it away from each other, a lot of shoves. This game has taken on a really intense identity. Pineda looks to send Beatty. On that side, flag stays down. Cross attempt blocked. Ricketts pitches in, wins the ball, but he does so by committing a foul. Beatty and the crowd don't agree. A lot of opinions, but the only one that matters is Len Pexenar. Calls the foul against Ricketts. Look to clip the right foot of Bolaños on the replay. Pineda and Soto, the only players on the field still dealing with yellow cards. Luke Pavone had one for Richmond. He's since been subbed off. Terzaghi commits the foul here, and immediately hand goes up. Apology. No argument from the Argentinian. Jimmy Obleda. He's talked about his team really putting a strain on his heart. A lot of games have come down to the wire, been very close. He hasn't been able to breathe easy too much. Aside from the 4-0 big win at home over New England, every game they've played in seemingly has come right down to the wire. Why should it be any different today? Beatty can't get it into Pineda. Doyle pinches in and wins it. Soto sprays wide to Ricketts, heels on the touchline. Nice cut inside, has space. Goes west to east, now switches. Ruiz, opportunity to cross. Sends it in, backside. And flicked out for a corner by Thompson. Only one of Chattanooga's 8 matches decided by more than one goal. Everything has come down to the wire. Here in the 88th, a chance to lurch in front of Richmond. Pineda's ready. Here's his service. Sent in. Punched away by Fitzgerald. Take 2. Unsure of what stoppage time might look like. Cowbells ringing behind the goal. Pineda sends it in again. This one clear to the front post. Nifty move from Ruiz to keep that. Doyle will send it back forward. Looking for Hernandez. He clatters into Alves on that right side. Hernandez comes in, gets into the side of Alves. Call for the foul. We are in the 90th minute. We have late fireworks at CHI Memorial Stadium. Joe Malfa here with you for the conclusion of this one on ESPN+. A great start so far to a triple header Saturday in USL League One. Slip from Bolaños. Play continues. Ricketts directing some traffic. Barely keeps it in. Goes further forward, taken down by Falk. Pexenar positioning the free kick where he wants it. Doesn't want Chattanooga to take any extra yardage.
Ladies and gentlemen, before the
3 minutes of stoppage time. 270 seconds remain. Advantage played by Pexenar. I'm not sure Sawatsky's happy about it. Seems to be yelling about it on the sideline. That would have been a really good opportunity to send in a free kick. Instead, it's just that cross that floats harmlessly to Mangles. A team like Richmond, so dangerous on set pieces. I think they would have much rather had the whistle there. Back to Fitzgerald, who has to really give it his all to make sure that doesn't go out for a needlessly conceded corner. Just a throw, 2 minutes to go. Pineda can't get by Bame on the far side. Another throw incoming, does it quickly to Hernandez. End line, middle of the box, cuts it back, Beatty! Who but Stephen Beatty, the winner at the death for Chattanooga! Bears his chest. 2 assists for Hernandez. The subs combining again. Surely that'll do it for Chattanooga. I don't think Stephen Beatty's going to care about the yellow card that one will give him. He cares a lot more about the goal. And when this team needs a big goal, that's the man they turn to. They did so last year. They missed him for the first month of this season. But he's announced his return emphatically. A goal in each of his 2 home matches. And barring something crazy late from Richmond, Chattanooga is going to vault them into 3rd place. And a match on Tuesday at noon lies ahead against Union Omaha, which could be for 2nd place. But one last effort maybe from Richmond. They go forward, knocked out for a throw. Just saved actually by Hernandez. How much more will Pexenar allow after the goal and the ensuing celebration? Because we're at the 3 that he initially awarded. Foul called, it goes against Richmond. And a shove now on the far side. Ruiz will not be in any hurry to get up after drawing that foul. A yellow is going to go against Diosa after Pexenar has a chat with his assistant referee.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official has presented the yellow card to Richmond number 11, David Diosa. The official yellow card is brought to you by Kapperman, White, and McGarvey Eye Care. We fix foul vision.
Might this be the last kick of the ball? Whistle just for a foul, not the final whistle. Again, we're past the 3 awarded, but after the goal and the celebration at the Liberty of Pexenar and how much more he wanted to award of stoppage time. Fitzgerald, one last long ball forward. Final in Chattanooga. Ro Pineda is fired up, as is the crowd, and they should be. Stephen Beatty wins it in stoppage time for the Red Wolves. 90+2. We'll be back in a few moments to wrap this one up. A crazy one it was, and the Red Wolves take all 3 points. Hope you caught your breath. We're back here at CHI Memorial Stadium. Joe Malfa here with you, ESPN Plus. Chattanooga wins it, 90+2. Stephen Beatty gets the goal. I'd been hinting at it all day. Jimmy Oblater waiting to use him as a late sub. He uses him, he scores. They get the 2-1 win. Now let's take a look back at the game in its entirety here in the highlights. It started with a goal in the first half, 13th minute. Matthew Bolduc to Emiliano Terzaghi. Thought it might be all Richmond from there. But Chattanooga responded well. It's the first time in a while they've had to deal with this kind of adversity. And then in the second half, they would get their 2 goals. Jonathan Ricketts supplied some attacks from the right side. Dealt with by Richmond. But right after Marky Hernandez was subbed on, takes his space, finds Tanner Dietrich. There's the equalizer. Wasted no time, less than a minute after coming on as a substitute. He gets that assist. Free kick awarded after it's drawn by Okonkwo. Soto's attempt just high. But you could hear the warning shots from Chattanooga. They were getting close. Opportunity after opportunity. This one from Ruiz. Corner after corner. Couldn't find the net. Couldn't really test Fitzgerald. The back line holding strong for Richmond. Ricketts on the right side here again. Fitzgerald out to meet it in front of Okonkwo. But then, quick throw in. Hernandez takes his space, cuts it back. Beatty the winner. The subs connect. Second assist of the day for Hernandez. Goal for Beatty. A 2-1 victory for Chattanooga. They end up, on the stats here, 10 officially the shots for Chattanooga. 10-4 in the shot department. 2-1 in the shots on target department in favor of Chattanooga. And both of their shots on target found the back of the net to give them the 2-1 victory over Richmond on this beautiful Chattanooga afternoon. A triple header in USL League One, and I don't know that it could have started any better. Chattanooga gets all 3 points. They move past Richmond into 3rd place. Stay tuned on ESPN Plus for 2 more today as we get the Florida Derby, Orlando City B at Fort Lauderdale CF, and then North Texas out west to take on Tucson. For my crew, I'm Joe Malfa. Thanks for tuning in today. Your final score once again, Chattanooga 2 on the winner from Stephen Beatty, Richmond 1.
copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League.
League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League, League One.